In Hong Kong, a recent survey found that more than half the women questioned use some form of skin whitening product. It's a massive industry, steeped in issues of class, social and economic status. The Asia-Pacific region alone is worth a staggering $18 billion, and more than 60 multinational companies are seeking a share of it. For those of us not familiar with skin whitening, what is it?
Skin whitening is the process of reducing the skin tone. So there is a different kind of perception about the skin tone in the different countries of the world. Western countries, they want to have a tan skin, but they are concerned about the development of these age spots that are accumulation of brown spots on the skin. But in Eastern countries, whiter skin is a symbol of beauty. So they are really dying to have really a white and brighter skin. So focusing on these concepts, there is really an effort for the cosmetic industry to develop new whitening agents.
What is desquamation?
Desquamation is the natural process of skin renewal, of cell renewal, and this consists basically in the sloughing off of the dead skin cells. Our cells are alive, and the cells of the skin are alive. So during cell renewal, the live cells are getting in the upper layers of the skin and finally die. And this shield of dead cells, what it does is that provokes a yellowish color to the skin. So there is a need to remove this cornified layer or this surface of dead skin cells to get a brighter skin tone.
To what degree does this form of skin renewal help in lightening the skin?
If you get a brighter skin that looks whiter, you will have this reduction of the skin tone. But if you really want to have a whitening effect, you should combine this strategy of accelerated desquamation with a classical whitening agents. And there are several mechanisms related to the whitening, to lowering the quantity of the melanin in our skin, and we should address the new cosmetic actives to cover these different functionalities.
Is whitening safe? Can it be harmful to the skin?
We have to be really cautious when we talk about whitening, because we should have in mind that melanin is the natural photoprotectant of our skin. Our body produces melanin to filter, to act as a sunscreen against potential UV damage. So with a whitening agent, we are lowering the melanin content of the skin, so we are leaving our skin unprotected. So we should take care of giving an additional photoprotective efficacy to our skin during whitening treatments.
By lightening the skin, by lowering the level of melanin, does that new skin then need additional protection?
Of course, yes. First thing, we should avoid exposure to the sun, because the UV radiation is inducing skin tanning. So if we are performing a whitening treatment, we don't want to reduce this whitening efficacy by exposure to the sun. So one approach is to use a sunscreen, but the other approach is to use a compound that has photoprotective efficacy. We need to keep their skin protected against the UV-induced damage.
What are the latest developments in skin whitening in the West? And how does this fit in with Asia?
There is a trend in the Western countries to use natural cosmetics. The problem is that these kind of actives that they come from natural origin are mainly natural extracts, plant extracts or protein hydrolysase. And these suffer from the problem of having different batch reproducibility. So we have a problem not only in the efficacy of different batches of production, but also in the safety. At Lipotec, we are really committed with the concept of molecular cosmetics. What's molecular cosmetics? Molecular cosmetics is the result of the transfer of the technological process that are applied to the pharma industry to the cosmetic industry in order to develop a complete pure molecule with a proven in vivo efficacy and a complete safe profile. And all of this fits much better with the strategy or the tendency in the Eastern markets. In Eastern countries, these whitening claims are regulated by the national health offices. And they try to assure to the final consumer that the whitening treatments they are going to to use are completely safe and they have efficacy. So by molecular cosmetics, we are fulfilling the requirements.